The sun is up. It's the end of the year, December 2023, just about to kick over into 2024. Today, we'll give you a rundown of where the garden is at, and it is booming. I thought I'd give you an overview of the whole garden so you can just see how lush it is. We've had an unseasonably large amount of rain. This is the new garden bed we put in this year, and the whole garden is full of cabbage white butterflies. So we've grown a really good crop of those this year. Over here, that's the carrots just going to flower. We're going to let those go for pollinators. There's also some dill there. And right over there is the corn. I will take a closer look at all of these. When we planted out this garden bed, I was really excited. We've got lettuces all along the front edge. They've done really well, but they're also getting to the point where they need replacing. I was very enthusiastic about my tape of beetroot seeds, but sadly, two out of 2 meters worth of beetroot seed came up. Unfortunately, a lot of them did come up on a really super hot day, and as you can imagine, they didn't last. The purple queen bush beans just in here are doing really well. They're flowering. Haven't had any beans come on them yet, but again, that's just a matter of time. In this front garden bed, it's predominantly tomatoes. You can see there one of our blue beauties. We've probably got a couple of weeks before they're ripe, but we're well ahead of schedule for us in this garden. And we have more tomatoes this year than we honestly know what to do with. Yeah, it's quite a nice little view there. You can see, apart from the marigolds, you can see the lettuce. There's actually the other beetroot. There's a bit of self-sown fennel coming up, and there's some bush beans in there as well. So this front bed has been incredibly productive, well, so far. The biggest issue we found when we first put it in, and one of the reasons we think we had so few beetroot plants, was that the soil was very alkali, mainly because we'd used mushroom compost. That just wasn't the right balance, and apparently that is meant to be bad for growing seeds. Now, you don't often get to see these guys. These are the only indoor plants that I grow. These are our orchids, and this one in particular I have had for a long time. In fact, I've had it since the start of the pandemic, and this would be the third lot of flowers that we have off it. It has proved to be one of the most reliable indoor plants, and it was so successful that I sadly couldn't stop myself, and I've gone on to buy other orchids as well. This is my latest, and as you can see, just a baby, not flowering yet, but already looking so much happier from being rescued from a certain large hardware shop whose name we will not mention. And they're sitting out here sort of floating in this bucket of water. Oh, hello, Cocky. Because it's been very rainy, and I thought I'd take advantage of giving them their regular watering in a bath of beautiful rainwater rather than anywhere else. Also, while we're here, I thought I'd show you this little Australian native water fern. Its common name is Nardoo, and this is one I recently rescued, and as you can see from the roots, it's growing really well. I will repot it. This was what was originally growing in my water pot. It was completely overgrown by a sedge that also happened to take root in the pot. So I'm really happy with this. I will be potting it into something bigger, and it will go back into a more permanent situation shortly. Here we have the remains of our broad bean crop. I picked the last of those a week ago, and they are now about to be pulled out, and we'll be planting some kale. We've had a whole lot of kale seeds grow in our mulch for reasons we're not quite clear. Well, obviously they came from seed, so we'll be digging those out and transplanting them into the bed where the broad beans have been growing. Our corn is coming along really nicely. As you can see, it's flowering and tassels are forming. It's just going really beautifully, and this lush hot weather is really suiting it. Here we have a different crop. This is actually not a food crop. This is a crop of dye plants. This is Japanese indigo. Some of you may know that I'm also a textile artist, not just a gardener. So this is a crop for me for this year. I'm going to see how it goes. I'm hoping that I will get enough plants or enough leaves growing out of it that I can do some indigo dye baths with it, and that's going to be great fun if we can do it. These are more tomatoes. We will have so much passata this year, but again, there's a good crop coming on these. These are mainly genuines, I think, in this bed, and hopefully we'll be able to do something with them. And while we're here down in the back garden, I thought I'd show you the nectarines, which look like we're going to have a bumper crop this year. I'll probably have to get some protection on them pretty fast, because the birds will definitely be into that. We also have a very lush grapevine, which does have fruit on it at the moment. These are wine grapes, which come from our friend's garden, and I'm not quite sure the specific variety, but it's an Italian type of grape. And last year we didn't get any, the birds got them all. If we want to get some grapes for ourselves, we're definitely going to have to net it this year. And one of our zucchini mounds, and yes, the zucchinis are definitely coming. We've had zucchini fritters last night, and we'll be having a lot more zucchini dishes before we're finished. And this is the biggest garden project you've heard absolutely nothing about. We're in the process of paving a section in our backyard to put a table and chairs on, and indeed you can see the table which is meant to go on it there in the distance. Unfortunately, we have had so much rain lately that Steve has only gotten part way through the job. We had hoped to have it finished in time for Christmas. Where have we heard that before? So it's really something we're hoping to finish off in the next month, but it is so weather dependent. We can't wait to get out here and actually start using it, which of course is the whole point. So that's a wrap for gardening in 2023. Look forward to seeing you in the new year.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye.